Inside Disc Golf.
Hello and welcome to Inside Disc Golf, Episode 3. I'm Andrew Gum.
And I'm Viktor Tågestad. Very excited to be back here in the studio. And what a nice hoodie you have on.
Oh, thanks. Yes. You're looking pretty good yourself.
Yeah, I like it.
We're all decked out and some new merch here for Inside Disc Golf. Thanks for getting us this stuff. Guys, we're here in Disc Golf Stream Studio, ready for a really exciting episode. We got some special guests with us today. Joona Heinänen and Tuomas Hyytiäinen will be coming in from Video Link shortly. They're over there at the USDGCs in Rock Hill, South Carolina. They've qualified for that really prestigious event, and it's their first time there, and they're really excited, and we're really grateful to have them coming on the show to talk about it.
Yeah, USDGC is what this episode is mainly going to be about, and it's not the only thing, though, because European disc golf right now is completely on fire.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we're going to recap a little bit about what happened at the MVP Open, but we also have the Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Championship going on there in Rock Hill, South Carolina. True. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. There's a really strong European contingency, and it's looking like they're some of the favorites over there. So really excited to talk about that as well.
And let's start with the FPO. What happened in MVP Open that just finished last weekend? We had a European there on the podium on the FPO side.
Yeah, we had a really exciting finish, right? It was pushed into a playoff and between Kristin Tatar and Natalie Ryan.
That's right.
And they battled it out there, and Kristin's putt just kind of came up a little bit short there to push and extend the playoffs. So second place for the Estonian world champion, Kristin Tatar. She continues her amazing streak of being on the podium at every event. What a legend.
That's incredible. Not just to win the world championships, but not being outside the podium for a whole season on the absolute highest level in the world. She's showing consistency that I've never seen from any other player at any time.
Totally legendary season. I mean, I don't even know if that's been done before any season, but really, really incredible champion and really amazing performer there, representing Europe and Estonia so well. So probably a favorite coming into this event.
For sure. She's a favorite at any event.
She's so consistent, so skilled. So we'll be excited to see how that all plays out. Of course, Henna Blomros has been having a great push here at the end of the year. Evelina Salonen
finished in the top 10 also. Evelina tied for 6th place and Henna tied for 9th. So very good also for them.
Yeah, excellent results. Really, really impressive. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see how that works out. And with the coming up Throw Pink and good results from MVP.
Yeah, and it feels like they're all, especially Evelina and Henna, really have stepped up on a new level right now at the end of the season compared to what we saw from them during the spring. We know what they are capable of, and they are really showing it off now. Henna finishing second at their World Championships. That was...
Yeah, they're really kicking it into gear. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I saw a statistic that they were consistently the best throwers off the tee, number 1 and 2. Right?
No surprise
with statistics, Yeah.
So,
it doesn't surprise you, does it?
No,
they're really, really getting it done. Pretty amazing.
And now they're really starting to get paid off for that also. Like they're really, really happy to see great results from the European FPO players and also from the MPO players. We had a winner in Simon Lisotte. I don't really know. I do speak German, but it's very difficult to pronounce his name still. I don't know if I should do it in American or German.
It's easier for me to do it in English anyway. Simon Lizotte coming from the chase card and taking down a really surprise victory there. And there was other Europeans in the running, right? Your countryman, Linus Karlsson, you've been talking a lot about him, right? And he's really finding his form. I mean, he's going to take one down one of these days soon, I believe.
He was so close to doing just that this last weekend. He was in the lead, tied with Simon and Corey Ellis on that final hole. And there he did his first mistake, and it was a costly one, finishing with a triple bogey and dropped down to 5th.
Still a very impressive performance from Linus Karlsson, very young player and incredibly talented. He's really getting a lot of experience over there on tour in the States, and I think he's due for a breakout win.
He's really showing some kind of superstar qualities right now, and he's showing why he was one of the most hyped up European players coming over to the US this season. He had a lot of high expectations on himself, I'm sure, but also from whole Europe and especially from Swedish viewers. And now he's really showing that he's capable to be up there, and it's just a matter of time before that win is going to come.
Yeah, for sure. We also had Vaina Mäkelä. He was up in the top 10. Niklas Anttila was not too far out of the top 10 either, so some solid finish results there.
Yeah, top 3 European players in the top 6.
That's fantastic.
When did we see that the last time?
Not on the MPO side. No. Yeah, that's very impressive. So and that was one of the playoff events. So that's top players there in the world. So getting it done. European disc golf really doing amazing things. Couldn't be more proud of those guys and girls over there.
It's looking so good for the end, final stretch of the season now. There are only a few competitions left, but I'm just enjoying what I see right now from the European players.
Yeah, who else do we have from as far as European players over there at USDGC and Throw Pink Women's Disc Golf Championships?
Yeah, let's go them through. We have actually 13 MPO players, and let's see if I can bring them up here. From Estonia, we have 3 players. Albert Tam, very big profile, who has won a Silver Series this year in the US. And
he's been putting in his dues over there, playing the Disc Golf Pro Tour basically all season long. So, he's incredibly talented. He was first guy up for that Ace Challenge, right, where they had the $1 million Ace Challenge.
I actually didn't see that, but
he bombed one. It wasn't too far off, So. Yeah. He's going to be representing Estonia really well, and then we have a couple of
Hena Rudna and Mauri Vilman, also from Estonia. Not so big names. I think they have qualified here in Europe for the USDGC.
Nice.
And those 3 Estonians. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Finnish players, and they're all very big profiles.
Yeah, and we'll have 2 of them here as guests on the show today. Yeah. So the other ones are Vaina Mäkelä, Niklas Anttila, Lauri Lettinen. Who else?
Christian Kuoksa, Jesse Nieminen. Did we get them all?
Yep, I think that's it.
And also, of course, we have Linus Karlsson from Sweden.
Yep, and we got Knut Wallen Holland, the champion from Järva over there, the Norwegian. So that's going to be exciting to watch him as well. We'll be rooting for him. And from Czech Republic, Jakub Semerad.
That's true. Almost forgot him, but don't forget about the best putter in the world if you're looking at the World Championships putting event.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. He won that. So pretty exciting. And then over there on the FPO side for the Throw Pink, we have Kristin Tatar. We have Heidi Laine, who of course you're familiar with. We have Katie Tata, who we know also from Disc Golf Stream coverage. We have Luke Lorentzen from Norway.
Mm-hmm.
We have Henna Blomros, like we said. Rachel Turton, representing the UK. Really exciting. Of course, she was our champion in Copenhagen, first event for the European Pro Tour. Kristi Unt, right? Is she Estonian?
She's Estonian, yeah. We saw her high up in Estonian Open on the European Pro Tour, where she finished 3rd, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. We have Anniken Stein.
Winner of the Euro Tour.
Yep.
The other tour here in Europe.
Evelina Salonen we have as well, of course. And I believe that's it. Or what about Leia? Is she might...
Not sure who you... No, she's
American.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it looked like a bit of a European name, but no.
Yeah, but...
So yeah, really, really great representation for the Europeans over there at those big prestigious events.
And there are 2 players I am going to keep my eyes on especially. One of them being Heidi Laine. We have been watching her so much here on Disc Golf Stream, on the European Pro Tour, on the Finnish Pro Tour. She's always up there. She's always winning. And her finish at the World's Championships this year.
Solid.
Very solid, and it promised more. Yeah. You saw that she's there to fight in the top, and I wouldn't be surprised if she got a very good finish here at the Throw Pink.
Yeah, she might be finding some comfort over there. This is her first trip over, so I mean, she's been gaining experience there in the Midwest, and now she's played in some events up there on the East Coast, and this will be really important for her, I'm sure.
And the other one I'm really excited to follow is Rachel Turton, who really has stepped up. as one of our favorite players this year. She came to Copenhagen at the beginning of the season. We didn't really know who she was, but she proved herself immediately as a world-class quality player. And I'm really excited to see what she can do.
That'll be very interesting. I believe it's her first trip over to the United States for disc golf. So we're wishing her the best and rooting for her and hoping that she has a good time and a great result.
And then, of course, we know what the other top players are capable of. And I'm speaking of Kristin Tattar. I'm speaking of Evelina Salonen and Henna Blomros.
Yeah. There was also a big event here in Europe, the final for the Euro Tour, the Belgium Open. We're not going to spoil that for you because the coverage isn't coming out yet, but we just have to shout out Juha Kuta for getting up on the podium for the Masters Pro 40+. He played amazingly well. I got to be his caddy first round, and I was very impressed with his game.
Yeah, you were there. And for those of you who don't know who Juha Kuta is, please listen to our second episode of Inside Disc Golf. He was our guest.
Yeah, he was a great guest. He's the CEO of the European Pro Tour. He's the guy behind the national or the MBDG, all the stuff that making these things happen here. So good result from him, and big thanks to the Tanj family for setting up such a great event and for their amazing hospitality for us all there. They really took such wonderful care of us. So we appreciate that very much, and thank you very much for that.
But we are going to speak more about Belgium Open in a later episode because big things happened there also.
That's right. Is it time to bring in our guests?
I think so. I think they are sitting there in a hotel or something waiting for us to join
waiting.
them. So.
But first we'll make sure that you can win one of these whale sacks. We got blue and white. I didn't realize. Super cool. How do they win these?
You win these by comment on YouTube, for example. Send us your wishes. Send us your feedback. Send us your tips on great guests or whatever. Just
send us an email.
Say hi. Yeah,
send us an email, right?
That's another way you can win these. Just send us an email on inside@europeanprotour.com. Inside@europeanprotour.com.
That's right. Write us anything you want. We're happy to have your feedback or whatever you feel like saying. I mean, you just write us a message and you'll be in the running to win one of these first run European Pro Tour whale sacks. So.
And you have till the end of October.
That's right. And also the promo code, don't forget about that, to get yourself your Disc Golf Stream subscription. Use promo code INSIDE, and that'll get you 50% off an annual subscription. That's also valid until the end of October to use that code. So don't miss out on that opportunity to get your subscription for that.
That's a great promo code.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
What a deal. Save you a bunch of money, and you're going to have a lot of fun watching all that really exciting competitions and content with that. So,
but with that said, let's bring in our guests.
All right, here we go.
Inside Disc Golf.
Today we have very special guests with us from Rock Hill, South Carolina there for the USDGC. We have Joona Heinänen and Tuomas Hyytiäinen. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. We really appreciate it.
Big welcome.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, good to be here.
So, tell us, what are you doing? What time is it, first of all?
Time is now 9 a.m., so 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
And we woke up like half an hour ago. Yeah.
So you're adjusting your
bio. A quick breakfast, and now we're talking with you guys.
Perfect.
Great. The first priorities of the day. So.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, we appreciate you taking time to be on our show. You're our first player guest, so we're really happy to have you. And you guys are local to this area where we're at, but we're communicating via video link while you're over there getting ready to compete in USDGCs. This your first time there?
Yep.
Okay.
First time playing this competition.
Yeah. Can you start by telling a little bit about yourselves? Who are you for our new viewers and those who haven't been into professional disc golf for that long? Can we start with Tuomas, maybe?
Yeah, I can go first. So my name is Tuomas Hyytiäinen, and I'm 23, sponsored by Discmania, and I'm a professional disc golfer. I have been playing disc golf for like 11 years now, and like last 3 or 4 years more professionally, like every year more and more. And I'm just like a young and outgoing youngster trying to play disc golf as a profession. So that's about it, almost.
That's cool.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry. And Joona, short introduction so that we get to know you.
Yeah, my name is Joona Heinänen, and I'm a little bit older than Tuomas, 31 years old. And I live pretty near Tuomas in Kerava. And I have been playing like 18 years. That's a pretty lot. And like couple last years, trained more and more and try to compete at my best. And it has been a successful journey this far.
Yeah, you've had an amazing season. I guess both of you had really a lot of success, but do you want to talk a little bit about your season, how it's gone this year?
Yeah, it has been fantastic. Like last year was so good, and I cannot even imagine it that this year would be this good. So it has been fantastic.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to say.
Do you have any big moments so far this season? What have your highlights been?
I think it was like winning the Heinola Pro Tour, and then I won another competition, Metaplan Open, like a month ago, and then had a couple of good second and third places. Third place in Sula, where I got this USDGC spot. That was really good.
That's right, because this is a competition that you need to qualify to be invited to.
Yeah.
And how did you qualify?
Like
sorry. Sorry, I interrupted you. Continue, please.
Yeah, I was saying that this is like the competition where I always wanted to get, and now I'm here.
Yeah, it's quite a privilege to get to play at that place with all the history and the
yeah.
It's really kind of next level. What's been your impression of the place so far?
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's I think it's everything we both expected, like before coming here, and even better. It's like cool place.
Yeah.
A nice course.
We have got to play only like 3 rounds this far because of the hurricane. Yesterday it was raining so much that we were all day inside. But maybe today or tomorrow we can get back to Rock Hill.
Yeah, we were just looking at the weather forecast for you, and we have been a little bit worried that the hurricane would come in and disturb, but seems to be looking quite good, right? Yeah.
Looks like
it didn't hit that bad.
It
could have been worse.
That's good. Yeah, and it looks like the coming days are going to be pretty much perfect for disc golf, like sunshine and dry out, and everything should be really great. So that'll be a lot of fun. So you also had a really strong finish to the season. You had 2 second place finishes on the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour, right, in Kuopio and then in Tampere. And we've had we've got to commentate on that live, which has been really fun. So it's been cool. We've been kind of there with you in a way, following your exciting results there towards the end of the season. And also 4th place finish at the Estonian Open. So that was a big European Pro Tour event. And I guess we didn't see you so much on that. Maybe you came from the chase card or something, or how did it go?
Yeah, I was a little bit behind the top guys and climbed my way from round to round, and then got the 4th place.
Nice.
I was like a little bit slow start on the first round, but then the final round was good, and that's what brought me the 4th place.
Nice. And then you were right there in the running for like in Kuopio, that last putt, it was so close to going in.
It was really close.
Chains and nubs, and it just kind of flopped out on the side. And that was like a really exciting moment that you gave that such a good run anyway. And it was it provided a lot of drama for the broadcast.
Yep.
Yeah, you have provided a lot of drama. Also in Heinola, we were sitting on nails here, watching biting our fingers, nails, and that was really something. Also, last year, just want to mention, you finished 3rd in the European Championships, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quite big success there, and really nice to follow you. And it feels like things are going the right way, even though you said you're a little bit older than Tuomas, but it doesn't look like that on the course.
He's in his prime.
Yeah.
Going good. How about you, Tuomas? How was your season this year?
It's been a bit different. Like I was like playing the tour most of the time in States this year, so it was definitely like new experience for me. And I had a good like ups and downs, but in States I think it was like a learning process for me. Like it was something different, and I didn't play as good as I maybe wanted, but I had some good rounds and good finishes also during the touring in States. But then I had a couple really good finishes in Europe during the summer break. I was second in Tyyni, tied second, and third place or tied third in Alutakuse, and got my spot for this event. And there's been some good finishes and some that I wasn't happy about it, but it's been a nice year, and I think it was like a good learning year before doing it more.
When we met in at the Estonian Open at the press conference, we talked a little bit about that Tyyni was kind of something that changed your season a little bit, result wise and also maybe confidence wise. Do you still feel like that? Was it like a turning point this season, or how do you feel when you look back at it now a few months later?
Yeah, I think definitely like after Tyyni, it's been more like relaxed to play, and it like changed something in my head like after the first 3 months playing this year. But I don't know, it's getting better, and I think Tyyni was like great to see that even though the first 3 months was not good, I can still finish high and just like need to work more and get those finishes more often.
Yeah, and that podium finish at the Baltic Disc Golf Championships was right before Tyyni as well, so that was probably a really good experience there as well.
Yeah.
And that's how you qualified, like you said. Yeah, so good to get that spot early on in the season, so you don't have to stress too much coming down the stretch, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And then also you were in the top 10 in Estonia as well there on the European Pro Tour's 4th stop, so you must have played really well there as well to get that. There was quite good competition and everything. What did you think about that event?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how did I play, but I think I had a really bad first round and a really good second and third round. That's what I'm remembering about that event.
Yeah, you had like the same as me.
Yeah.
slow start and a solid finish. Yeah.
Almost good.
Yeah. And how's your game feeling at the moment over there? And in general, how's your health and game feeling?
It's feeling good. I think I'm like throwing as like better than I have thrown all this season, but there's some like icks that are not working, but we still have practice days to fix those.
That's right. So, good that you didn't get the hurricane.
I'm feeling good.
And how, this is a question for both of you. We can take turns answering, but how do you feel like the Winthrop Gold layout suits your style of play in general?
I think it's good for me if I'm like careful. if I play my game and don't overthink it, then it fits me. But if you start overthinking on that course, it can get really bad really fast.
Yeah.
And how about you, Joona?
I think it suits me really well because I'm a strong thrower, and putting is not like my thing. So I think with all the tight OB lines and hazard areas, it will fit me really well. But as Tuomas said, if something goes wrong, you just have to cool down and take it easy.
Yeah.
And try to keep those big errors away from your game.
That's right. Yeah, you can't get too aggressive or try to regain something once you've lost it. You have to kind of be safe and smart if you want to keep yourself in the game, right? But I would disagree with you about your putting. We've seen you bang some amazing putts, like here on disc golf stream.
Same.
Yeah, like that step putt is amazing. It's so direct. There's really like nothing that can go too wrong. It feels like you're totally in control of the disc. From that range just outside the circle. It's really nice. Nice putt. In my opinion.
Yeah. How about your expectations then? I'm sure you seem to have a lot of fun just being there, and you said that you have been looking forward to qualify for this event. But what do you expect will happen once you're out playing?
You can go first.
I don't know. Like we have played like 3 practice rounds, and this is like the hardest course I have ever played. With the little tweaks this year, I think. Like if I can get under par, it's really, really good. And I don't know. I don't maybe have any goals, but to enjoy competing here and see where that goes. This is like the last event for this year, so try to get some good memories and maybe not try to win this, but some good position.
Yeah, just enjoy the experience and be part of something big and special over there, and gain experience for the next time as well, right?
Meet people and enjoy the game of disc golf.
It sounds great. You can't lose if you're doing that, right? You're just having fun, and you're going to be a great experience for sure.
Yeah.
And Tuomas?
Yeah, I think for me it's about the same as Joona said. Like, it's the first time playing USDGC, and it's like, I think for both of us, it's the event that I think Joona also been waiting for, like, as long as we have played disc golf. So it's like just really awesome to be able to play this event. And the course is hard, but everything can happen there. So it's really hard to say like what's good for me and what's not. But I think if it's just like I'm enjoying my game and play good 4 rounds without any big errors, then I'm happy. Like the result that comes from that, I'll take it. So if I'm just happy about playing this event, then I think I will play good.
That sounds great. Do I dare to ask who has gotten the greater scores during your practice rounds?
Tuomas won our practice round where we kept the score, but it was
not good.
It was really strong wind, like 10 meters per second.
Yeah, it's so hard to control with all those OB lines and stuff.
Yeah,
you got hurricane winds.
Yeah, it was like just the day before the hurricane was close here.
And I have followed you a little bit on your social medias, on your Instagram, and it's just like you're saying it. You can really see that you're having fun. You're traveling as a group. You're quite a few Finnish players going together. How important is that to have that kind of companionship and friendship among the other players, and especially Finns in your case, I guess? How much is it helping?
I feel like it's helping really much because like you are far away from home and you feel like comfortable here with your friends. So it helps a lot. You are not like alone here, far away from your home. And I don't know. It's good. It's good to have friends with you.
Absolutely, it's fun. Yeah, you can be there together and make some memories together and enjoy the trip that way.
Is it also so that I have a feeling, I don't know if this is true, you have to correct me now, but that Europeans hang out with Europeans and the US players are keeping a little bit to themselves, like because they know each other. Is that something that is true, or?
No, it depends.
I think maybe not like that. It's like I think everyone gets well with each other. Like it doesn't matter if you're from Europe or States. It's just like there's some different friend groups, and players hang out with each other who are they're comfortable with hanging out. And I think it's like there's lots of groups that are mixed, like between Europeans and players from States.
But you're feeling very welcome there into the United States. As a high level disc golfer and being part of the community in general.
Yeah,
happy to hear that.
That's good. Yeah, you were talking about some of the tweaks to the course. Can we do a little walkthrough of the course, like just go hole by hole and talk a little bit about what the changes are and maybe what your game plan might be? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
So like hole one's like the classic first hole. I know they had taken it away a few years ago, but now it's back. Like where you hit the double mando, right, with some like a putter or something, and try to get over that log.
Yeah.
And just kind of scoot it up.
Yeah, with the putter.
Yep.
Just trying to get the straight shot and over the log, and it should be putting.
Yep.
Putting then.
So what disc are you using for that?
Medicine for me.
Putters. Yeah.
I mean, the hardest part of that hole is like it has a pretty low ceiling, so you have to throw like
really low,
really low, and get over the log. So that's the hardest part of that hole.
Just getting the height right and the speed control.
Yeah.
Yep. And then of course there was that great playoff last time right there on that hole one where Paul Macbeth took it down with a nice circle's edge putt there. So hopefully we'll get to see you in a moment like that. Maybe.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. We'll be rooting for you for sure. So now hole two is a little bit changed, right? This is different. Used to be a par 4.
This year.
Yeah.
It used to be par 4, but now it's like a really hard par 3. It's like you have two lanes to go. It's like low hyzer or then like flexing shot, like kind of an hyzer and get the disc turning and then flex back. But it's like it's a really hard par 3. It's like not easy to get birdie, but it's gettable. But I think it's way harder than the par 4 used to be. At least what it looks like from the video and where we see the tee pad on the last hole too.
Yeah. So it's like now it's 125 meters or 409 feet, and so you're throwing like an overstable driver and trying to flex it backhand. Is that what I understood?
We have like different game plans.
Yeah.
I'm going for that, but Tuomas is maybe going for the hyzer.
Yeah, I'm going like just really low hyzer, and you need to just push the disc and try to get a skip. And Joona is playing like more flexing shot and turning. And there's two gaps to hit, and I think we are playing different gaps with Joona.
Okay, but it takes a lot of power either way, and it's kind of a bonus birdie, right?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, there's some OB also, and
OB is really close to the basket on the right side.
Okay,
and then there is the parking lot, also pretty close to the basket.
Okay.
So you have to get the angle right.
Okay. And now hole 3 looks quite different. It used to be sort of a straight shot, right, where it was a par 3 downhill from the kind of clubhouse area, and now it looks
now it's different.
It's a par 4.
They like took the hole 3 and hole 4 and made them as a one hole, and I think it's the hardest hole to get birdie on the whole course. I would say, for me at least.
Yeah.
It's like it's a hard par 4. You are happy with 4, I would say.
Yeah, but it's like you cannot like took maybe a 6 or big numbers there, but the 3 is very hard.
Okay, so there should be some score separation there, and not a ton of birdies. You're just trying to basically kind of bomb it off the tee, but there's a hazard there, there's OB everywhere, and there's a late mando like where the old hole 4 was, right? And so you have to kind of navigate through that on your second shot with that really hard left to right turn into that kind of downhill, a little bit green with all the trees around it, right?
Yeah, at least when we were practicing, the wind was like so bad that we couldn't get like the good position for the second shot. Yeah, and that's what made it hard.
Yeah. Hopefully the weather conditions are better, and maybe you can get yourself into a good position. And then it's probably like a forehand skip shot through the trees, like through the mando. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's going to be a whole different situation there. Holes 2 and 3 quite different indeed. Yeah. and then we go to hole 4, and that's a little bit more scoreable.
It's really tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
2 meters wide and 90 meters long, so
yeah,
it's hard.
with Mandos.
Okay, that's that really crazy tunnel hole that they had a couple years ago.
Yeah.
They brought
It's
that
really
one back.
tight.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like from a couple years back.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a really, really tough birdie. So
Yeah.
okay, maybe not so scoreable. I was thinking it was something else. I couldn't really picture it, but yeah, they didn't use it last year's layout. It was right. Like just
No,
from,
No.
but it was. I think it was there the year that I was there, 2019, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And
So
I think
the
it- yeah.
start of the course is really hard.
Yeah, it sounds
Like
like
first 4 holes.
And
If you are par, it's really good.
you're just trying to avoid major damage in the beginning and try to get through there. Maybe if you get a birdie or two, that's like, ideal, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
how important is it for the mental game to have a strong start after the first holes? Like is it easy to just like forget about it and restart if you need to, or what do you say?
I think it depends how bad it goes. Like, if you start with bogey, double bogey, then it's like it can be hard. But if you have just like couple bad moments and take maybe like 1 bogey and couple pars or 2 bogeys, whatever, it's like the course is still long and there's holes that you can get birdies and fix the score. But I don't know. You just need to like dodge the big numbers.
Yeah, and that kind of mental training, is that something you work on, or is it just something that comes with experience?
I think both.
Yeah. But mostly it comes with the experience.
Yeah.
I know that many players have said that about Tyni, that the first 4 holes you just collect as many birdies as possible because you anyway need to restart after monster hole 5 where you're gonna get a big number. So is that something you can agree on?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, and speaking of hole 5, hole 5 is quite a monster there as well, right? That par 5, it's a very iconic hole where you go along Winthrop Lake the whole way there on the left side, and then you got a kind of water carry on the final shot. What's the play on that for you guys?
Yeah. Forehand, straight, and then hyzer, and try to get it on the basket.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll throw a couple of mid ranges and then try to get to the basket with the third shot.
But just a couple of
But
placement
they
shots.
switched but they switched the basket placement this year, so it's like a bit longer, but it's like really close to the water, so you can go easily in the water. It's like
3 meters.
Yeah,
Really?
4 or 3 meters from the water, the basket.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. That's a tricky change there, I guess. Kind of plays with your optics when you're approaching there. You can't really leave it anywhere left. You have to kind of like be sure to get across and try to get it safe, I guess. Interesting change there.
Yeah.
What holes would you say are the keys for your own game plan that you really succeed on? Like where do you see the biggest obstacles on the course?
5, 11, 12, 13, and 17. I think those are for me. If I can manage those holes without big numbers, then I think it's a good like round coming up. Because the other holes should be like quite a bit easier. Like you can't maybe get that big numbers, but on those holes you can get like crazy numbers if you go stupid.
Okay, so we should keep track on your scorecard on those holes to see if you're happy with your game plan. We don't even need to talk with you afterwards. And do you agree about those holes, Joona?
I don't know. I think that every hole is like the same, and just try to get as good shot as I can and see what that goes. I don't know if there's like every hole there is so hard, and you just have to be so
smart, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just avoid the big rocks and
avoid the big mistakes there.
try to get as much pars as you can, and maybe a couple of birdies there and here and there.
Yeah, Winthrop's definitely about course management, isn't it? It's kind of like just trying to control your disc and stay in the landing zones, and then try to score whenever you can, I guess. Hole 6 seems to be the same, the Florida Beach hole. Just kind of power hyzer, right? Skip it up there. Hopefully you're on the beach and you get a birdie. If not, the drop zone can be kind of a decision time if you're feeling it or not, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And 7's also a really legendary hole with the double man or triple Mando gate. There, you're gonna
We're gonna see some ace runs on that hole, maybe.
Yeah. Definitely.
I thought you were pretty close, Tuomas, on one of your practice rounds. Hit the front cage. Yeah.
Yeah, hit the cage close.
Yeah, that was one I almost aced there as well when I was there playing in 2019. I hit the cage just like you. I was really excited.
Nice.
It felt like it was tracking all the way, and I was just getting ready to go nuts, and then it just hit the kind of top cage. But yeah, it's really cool. You kind of just like it's more downhill than it looks from TV, right? So it's kind of just a touchy straight shot, whatever you feel like you can kind of control towards the basket. But
it looks easy, but it's not.
No, it's not. It's a tight little gate in the end, isn't it? Yeah. And if the wind's playing up, that's when it can be really, really tough to kind of nail that straight shot.
That's my feeling with all holes. Obviously not on the same level as you.
Hole 8 looks similar to the past as well, where you're playing against the baseball field there, and just trying to maybe like placement shot, and then either a roller or a forehand or something to get up to the basket.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, so that's kind of the game plan. Hole 9 has changed a lot over the years. We've seen it almost different. I feel like every time the layout changes. This year it looks like a par 3, like a 110 meter hyzer, or
Yeah. It's the same as previous years.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you got to carry it. Yeah, it was like that last year. I think it used to be a different way back, but now it looks like it's kind of similar to last year, where you have like mostly OB and the green is pretty tight as well, right? A lot of OB on the green.
Yeah, it's like 10 meter circle maybe.
Yeah.
The front and back OB.
Is the drop zone still in that weird position where you can't really run it very easily?
Yeah.
It's like 15 meters.
Yeah, so you got to kind of like get a bit of a trick shot in order to even try to run that one.
Yeah.
And it's kind of dangerous too. And then hole 10, par 4, little bit shorter par 4, but I guess there's kind of a lot of OB and a lot of obstacles on that one.
Yeah, you need on that hole. You just need to make the decision: are you going for the eagle and over the OB, or are you like playing up and playing for the birdie?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what is your plan?
Going for it.
Yeah, going for the eagle.
Very happy to hear that.
Yeah, if it's not like crazy headwind,
right.
I think at least I'm going for it. But if the weather is bad, then maybe lay up and just try to get the birdie.
Yeah. It can be kind of a relatively easy birdie, but a lot of people get, they want that highlight eagle, right? So that's when you can kind of the score start to rack up a little bit. It's like 167 meters, but I guess you need about 155 to get up to the green somewhere.
Yeah, maybe even 45.
Yeah. Okay. So
145.
Yeah, it's a little bit downhill.
Yep.
So it's about that.
And Joona, are you going for the eagle there on that one?
Yeah, I think so. If the wind is not crazy.
Okay. What's the
you get?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We have a. I just decided that if Joona doesn't go for it, he needs to do the dishes every day.
That's great motivation, right?
Yeah. The safe play earns you the housework, I guess, is it? Sounds like a good way to incentivize the eagle attack.
Do you have any other holes like that where you have made play some bets or agreements?
No, it's just that.
Yeah, that's the hole we are thinking about.
Okay. So what's the disc choice on that bomb on hole 10, like to get the eagle? Cloudbreaker. Okay.
And Halo Destroyer for me.
Halo Destroyer. Okay, cool. Hole 11, looks a little bit slightly unfamiliar. There's so much hazard there. I guess that's the one where you're kind of up against the Coliseum, the stadium there, and you're throwing like kind of a big shot downhill.
Yeah, I think it looks a lot different than previous years, but it plays about the same. The landing zones are the same, and second shot to the basket is almost the same.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's hold well where you are playing from close to the downhill. I think you said the down.
Oh,
11 is before the downhill hole.
Yeah,
it's like just straight.
oh yeah. You're right. Yeah. I was picturing 12 when I was thinking of 11. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so
Yeah.
11 is that not too much change, just a little bit more hazard area, I guess.
Yeah,
And then 12
Yeah.
12 is the one that got the downhill, and then the green is you can't really like see it too good from the landing zone. Is that right? It's kind of a blind.
no, you can only see like the
Flag.
head of the basket and the flag. So it's like you just throw there and wait for the flag.
Yeah, you can't really see it. You're just sort of hoping, and yeah, so that shot's kind of a little bit tricky to get the distance dialed in on.
Yeah. And also the tee shot has like the hazard is like in the sweet spot of previous years. So you have to decide if you go over it or lay up just short of it.
Okay, I see. Yeah. So there's quite a bit of added difficulty to the course. I can understand now what you're saying. That par is starting to look like a pretty healthy score with all these all these traps set up. And then hole 13 is like totally different, right? The Nico Albatross hole's gone. Yeah.
Only the fairway is the same, but
Yeah, there's new tee pad and the basket placement is new.
Okay.
So
it's a par 4, and you're not crossing the parking lot anymore. You're just staying down that corridor on the left side. Yeah. Okay. What do you think of that hole?
And we are actually teeing off like from behind the hill, so it's like you throw up like on hyzer, and you don't even see the fairway from the tee pad.
yeah, you don't see where your disc lands, and then the OB on the right and bushes on the left side, so it's really hard.
Okay. What do you think of the hole? Hard.
It's hard. Yeah, it's way harder than what it used to be,
Yeah, definitely.
but it's fun.
Fun one. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then I guess hole 14 is kind of the same, downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cool one as well. You got to really kind of because it's so downhill, really. Like in the end, especially like with all that hazard, you got to kind of get something to settle in soft. And what's the play there for you guys?
I think I will go maybe forehand.
Tuomas is not sure yet.
Yeah, I've tried both, like going straight with putter or then like hyzer forehand, and they both work, and both, I don't know. I need to decide which one I want to play.
Does it depend on the wind maybe, or more like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it depends on the wind and like how my forehand is feeling before that hole. Like, because it's not short hole. You need to really throw the forehand to get there. So it's like if my forehand is not feeling 100% great, then I might choose the backhand. But it depends. Let's see.
And
I'm trying to throw a soft hyzer with the mid range and get it close to the basket.
Is the basket still elevated pretty high?
Yeah,
It's high.
Yeah, it makes for some scary putt if you leave it just a little bit short, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's also the chance for that road skip as well if you leave it a little bit too kind of.
Yeah.
Or if you come down on that road, you can get a wild flare skip right on there.
Yeah.
So quite a touchy hole. Plenty of things that can happen. And then hole 15 looks like the same, where you got to hit that triple Mando gate, low ceiling kind of, and then that green's really pretty, isn't it? It's like just tricky.
Yeah, lots of small trees.
Yeah, you can kind of
like under the jungle.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can be close to the basket and have like some really obstructed lie still, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of maybe want to aim to a little bit to the left side of the green on your approach.
Yeah, it's more open, like short and left from the basket. It's more open.
Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward, and that's the same as it's been in the past. And then 16, also looks pretty much the same, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. So you're going to go forehand on that, Tuomas? Yep.
Yeah.
And Joona with the straight.
And for me, it's a straight shot. Yeah.
Straight mid-range or?
I think if I will throw a T-bird.
Fairway.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something straight anyway. Neutral.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good one. It's pretty scoreable, but then you can also be a bogey, right? With all that hazard, you just got to kind of control your drive.
Yeah.
Do they still have those kind of like sticks blocking the green thing?
At least not yet.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
yet.
They haven't put anything up.
There's been some talking, like I heard Ben, one of the players from States, said that they might put them still like before the competition, but at least they are not there yet.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So no mozzarella sticks yet, or whatever they call them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be interesting to see how it goes. And then the absolutely legendary hole 17, where it usually comes down to that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You have been thinking about that for a long time. It is like, yeah.
Well, that's an epic hole.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
It's so touchy, right? It's way downhill. You got Winthrop Lake right behind there. It's all like there's these like hay bale bunker kind of island, yeah. And it's still
It's like a hole that shouldn't be that hard to throw the shot, but in that moment when you walk up there from the 16, it's a long walk, and you know what can happen on that hole. I think that's the hard part on that hole. Just like you need to not overthink it and throw it and move on.
Yeah, exactly. But there's so much history there. You know, there's been untold amounts of meltdowns, and yeah, like you said, that long walk uphill after a very demanding round, and then there you're standing looking down at that really really kind of pretty looking scene, and very very kind of straightforward hole, but yeah, you have to re-tee basically every time if you miss it.
Yeah, it's actually this. At least this year, it's like you throw 3 times from the tee pad, and if you don't land there, then you move on to the island on the drop zone.
Yeah, I think that's the way it played last time as well. So it can still be pretty punishing. You can still take a huge number, right? If you miss it 3 times, and then you got to lay up from the drop zone or something like that. And it has an A and a B position, right? So does that change your game plan when it's in an A or a B, or is it pretty much the same shot basically? You're just
just try to get to the island and 10 maybe have a putt or not. Yeah.
Just trying to stick it there, and you're gonna go forehand on that as well, Tuomas.
Yeah.
And you're going forehand also. Yeah.
Yeah, same for me.
Just trying to play to the safe, bigger part of the island there. Yeah.
Yeah, to the right side.
Exactly.
If you land there every round on the first shot, then it's good.
Perfect.
Avoiding mistakes is a big part of disc golf. Right?
Yep. And hole 18 looks pretty much exactly the same from what I remembered as well, where you're going way uphill.
I think I'm not sure if the Mando was there last year or previous years. Okay,
it was
so.
It's the same.
It's the same.
Yeah, so you're basically just kind of trying to gain as much distance uphill as you can and hope it doesn't roll away left side or whatever. And then...
It depends. I think I'm going just like kind of lay up, just throw it straight over the lake and try to land in a good position and then like attack more on the second shot. But I don't know, Joona might go bigger.
I'm not decided yet.
Yeah.
We have to try different shots there and let's see what works.
Sounds good. Yeah, pretty cool finishing hole with that really downhill Gary Green elevated basket and huge crowd's gonna be there, right? So.
Yeah.
You said that you have so far had time to play 3 practice rounds. How much time and how many years have you spent on mental preparation for this course before you arrived to the event? I guess you have been sitting home and making game plans based on some old video coverage, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. And at least I have like watched the videos every year, like ever since I started playing. So of course you kind of think about the course every time you watch it, and now it's like you are here in person and you just like try to figure out everything that you want to do and what you have been thinking about before coming here.
Yeah. Does it match your expectations then when you finally get to play the course yourself?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah. At least this course does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
some things are a little bit different, but mostly it's like as you see it on like YouTube.
Yeah.
Cool. So, who will win? If not
Paul.
you, if not any one of you two, then who will take it down?
Paul Macbeth, yeah.
I would say Paul Macbeth.
That's a pretty good pick.
I hope Anthony Barella wins.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's got all the skills, right? Just needs to kind of manage the mental game, and he could be right there. He's had a pretty good season, though. He's been right up there in a couple of those big events.
Yeah, he's a fun guy to watch.
Yeah, he's got amazing
He
power.
doesn't lay up.
Never, yeah. Which can be a little bit dangerous in Winthrop there. But if he's on point, then yeah, I don't think if he plays his game and does everything right, then I don't think anybody can beat him. I guess, right? Good point.
And
Yeah, he's a good thrower.
Yeah. And since this we are focusing on European disc golf here on this podcast, we know that we have at least 13 European players this year, I think. Who?
Yeah, sounds like what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but
Who do you
maybe.
think will be the best of the European players? And how good will the Europeans place?
It's hard to say who is going to be the best, but I think the best finish for the Europeans is going to be 15th place.
Hey, you don't think that we will see a European on the podium then?
I don't think not podium, but definitely top 10.
Top 10. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton of great players there, and they're quite well experienced on that course, and so yeah, I can understand it. It's pretty hard to beat them on their home turf there for sure.
I still like Joona's answer better, I have to say.
Yeah, but it's like I think it's for the most of the Europeans. It's first time playing the 7th, and it can be even good or bad thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Let's see.
How about the throw pink championships there? Have you been in any contact with any of the Finnish or European ladies over there competing?
No, not yet.
You haven't seen them.
Okay. I think Evelina and Henna and Christine, they are not here yet. They are like driving here today. So
okay. So we'll see how that goes as well. There's a little bit different layout for the women for that, but we're also doing a little bit previous show of that. So we're just checking if you had heard anything or been in any contact with them.
If you make any guess there on the FPO side, then who do you think has the best chance to win?
Christine.
Yeah. So European on the podium on FPO side at least.
Yeah.
Top three.
Okay.
All of them.
All of them. Yeah.
Clean sweep. That'd be great. Yeah, we're hoping to see that as well here. We're rooting for them. So
I hope to see that on both sides. I don't think it's impossible. I know what qualities you possess. So. Yeah.
Nothing is impossible.
No,
that's right. I like that. I like that attitude. Well, yeah, we'll be rooting for you, and we'll be following along and hoping for the best. Before we finish, is there anything else you'd like to talk about, or thank anybody? Sponsors.
We are just guests here.
No, you have the opportunity of your.
yeah, but I'm just giving you a chance to shout anybody out or to thank your sponsors or anything if you wish.
Yeah, of course. I think both of us want to thank our sponsors
and all the fans and everyone who has been watching disc golf live or internet on the summer. And maybe we'll see one of us on the video coverage here.
I definitely hope we will see you, and we will be your biggest supporters during this whole event. Thank you for joining us, and it has been a pleasure, and I hope we will see more of you also here on the podcast in the future.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Very welcome, and thank you so much. Yeah, you got the open invite. Welcome to pop in the studio. You guys are local guys, so that's really cool. You can come join us in-house anytime you want. If you got something to share or something to talk about, we'd love to have you in again.
Yeah, awesome.
But yeah, thanks a lot, and congratulations for a really great season, and good luck there. We're wishing you the best, and
thank you.
We really enjoyed all the entertainment that you provided all year.
Thanks.
Inside Disc Golf.
All right. Thank you very much to those guests. That was a lot of fun to hear from them over there in Rock Hill, South Carolina, getting geared up for their first ever USDGC competition.
Yeah, it seemed like they were having a lot of fun over there. Very excited to be able to follow two such young and two such nice and also young guys.
Yeah, really talented disc golfers and really nice people to have a conversation with. So thanks a lot for joining us, guys. And thank you, viewers, for being here with us on Inside Disc Golf, episode 3. We're going to be coming back at you next week with episode 4. It'll be a USDGC wrap-up show, and Throw Pink, we'll be talking about the results there. And not exactly sure who our guest will be, but we're hoping to land somebody who performs really well there.
Yeah, and if you have any wishes for guests, or if you think that you would be an interesting guest, please contact us at inside@europeanprotour.com. You will also then be in the raffle for these whale sacks. Really nice to have in your bag.
Yeah, and thanks very much to Tina and Eric Oakley for setting that up with that great partnership. Whale sacks, a really good product that's great for disc golfing. Keep those hands dry. We appreciate your support.
But thank you for joining us this time. This Inside the Disc Golf podcast is a journey that has just started, and we're going to be with you every week.
Yep, been a lot of fun. Thanks a lot. Andrew Gum here.
And Viktor Tågestad here. Signing off.
Inside Disc Golf, the European Disc Golf podcast. Everything about European disc golf in one podcast.